Filipe Luís between being the most successful coach in Flamengo's history or leaving, being thrown to the Lions, leaving, being fired from Flamengo. We're going to bring you our findings here. A lot is happening, the fans are divided, and many people are asking for Filipe Luís to leave. But there is a consensus that Flamengo's current moment is really terrible. The soccer is terrible. Filipe Luís's press conferences are terrible. The press conferences might even be worse than Filipe Luís's work. There are a lot of mistakes today. At this moment, there are mistakes and stubbornness and everything else. But I think his press conferences hurt him more than the team's performance does. I'm going to talk about all of this here. We arrive like that, say, hey guys, red and black greetings. This is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you're just arriving, I invite you to follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe down below, turn on notifications by clicking the bell, and drop a like on the video. We're here brought to you by YouTube Shopping. I'll leave the official Flamengo products here for you to get on YouTube Shopping and also on Shopee, which is Flamengo's official sponsor. Do you help Flamengo? Ah, paparazzo, paparazzo. I want to know about that now, man. Life goes on. Flamengo is the current Libertadores champion. They're four-time champions, the only four-time champion in Brazil, the only four-time Libertadores champion. In Brazil, Flamengo is the current Brazilian champion. They're the Brazilian champion on the way to their 10th title. Now, it's a tough year, man. It's a tough year. It's a tough start to the season. We really feel sad to see the start of the season, but it's just the start of the season. It's not what we expected. But I guarantee you that any fan in Brazil would trade places with us. Any fan would want to win the Libertadores and Brazilian Championship only to lose it all afterwards. We didn't lose everything. Flamengo won the Derby das Americas and the Challenger Cup, only losing the Club World Cup final on penalties. But when I say losing everything, what I mean is the Super Cup, the Recopa, and there's still the Carioca, which has less importance. But it's important to say that any rival fan would want to be in the place of Flamengo's fans with the current Libertadores champion and current Brazilian champion. Anyone would want that, and the excitement we had, nothing will erase it. Now, things move fast, things change, and a new year has started, and we have to understand that the situation is difficult. It's a difficult moment. We even have news to bring, our own reporting on Filipe Luís. Could he be fired? We're going to talk about that. The atmosphere isn't like it used to be back in those times of greater stability. GE even published that part of the squad is showing discomfort with the lack of dialogue and the decisions made by the coaching staff. And so I'm going to bring this up here, guys. A quote from Danilo, okay? It's important for us to bring this quote from Danilo because I noticed that Filipe says one thing and the squad has been saying something else. It's not exactly contradicting, but there is a contradiction. Filipe thinks everything is all right, that Flamengo played well, the others don't see it that way. Let's hear what Danilo said here. Take a look.
The team competed well here in today's game, but physically by the end, everyone was already...
The team, they really gave their all. There was no lack of effort. But I think that what I even at a certain point thought was apathy was actually that the team was physically exhausted. It's true. They were physically done. In overtime...
Can you point out what's wrong with Flamengo at the start of 26? Everyone takes responsibility.
Everyone should take responsibility.
There was the physical part, the technical part, there was the
physical part, and that's fitness, and also the athletes themselves. There was the technical part. And that's a matter for Filipe Luís. That's a matter of preparation, of the tactical and technical part as well. Obviously, there are the players too, but everyone is complaining about performance.
Let each one take responsibility.
Performance too. Let each one take responsibility. Remember that Danilo and Jorginho scolded Paquetá during a play. They really scolded Paquetá, right? So It's important for us to talk about this because that's exactly it, right, Filipe Luís? He says the team was doing very well, and Danilo says the opposite. Danilo says the opposite. Look, just to bring some news here, that just came in for us, that according to ESPN, 2 Flamengo players are guaranteed on Ancelotti's list for the World Cup. Okay, Lucas Paquetá and Alexandre are guaranteed for the World Cup. Okay, so they're part of a list of 80 names already confirmed by the coach for the World Cup. It's only if there's an injury that this list would change. Okay, so Paquetá and Alexandre are guaranteed on the list. Yeah, we also had Arrascaeta speaking. Look, there are no words.
Honestly, it's hard to speak after a moment like this in defeat. It was complicated. We had the hope of coming back. We're going to put on a great show. We're going to achieve one more thing on that stage that's so important to us, which is Maracanã. Unfortunately, I don't have time to stop right now. Now I have to keep my head down and work.
Now we have to keep our heads down, work, and get back to what we were before. That's it, but that's what's missing, right? That's what's missing, right? It's impressive, isn't it, that we... It's unbelievable that we lost our way the way we did. It's unacceptable, even unacceptable. We're really sad. Well, yeah, I'll share our info here. I'm going to make a call here to Flabolado, our friend Flabolado, which I like to do. Man, I'm going to talk to him right here on the video. Quick chat so we can hear his opinion, my brother. So does that mean that now Flamengo fans can't criticize Flabolado? Is that it? You can't complain. You can't complain about the coach's lineup. You can't complain that everything is bad. Yeah, you can't say that the coach needs to be replaced. I actually think that's true. Yeah, there's still the Carioca final, and I don't know if there's a good coach available right now. I'll even bring some important information here. Okay, yeah, but it's obvious that he has to be under pressure. He has to be held accountable, and not just him, but the players too. Everything's bad. Everything's bad. So, Flabolado, what do you have to say to us?
Bro, the fans are sovereign. The fans can do anything, man. They just can't attack the fans who go to the stadium. That's it. Yesterday, we got rained on, bro. We left there soaked. I heard a video from...
Broke the phone, got the phone wet, phones...
Mine doesn't hold up. It just came back. Was the voice coming through? In the video, you could see it was, but I didn't notice at the time. Bro, do you get it? Everyone's soaked. People catching colds at home. So, bro, it was total chaos. To watch a lifeless team, a team that's tactically bad, physically bad, a horrible team.
Danilo said that, and he said the opposite of Filipe Luís, who said the team was fine, very fine.
You can lose, but we're going to win everything. There will be victories and there will be defeats, but you have to be a man in defeat. Say, brother, it's wrong. It was bad. We have to improve now to say that Flamengo played well for 120 minutes. They only had 2 chances, and it wasn't good, of course. You know, there was Kaskar's chance.
Depending on 2 penalties, still depending on 2 penalties. If not,
they wouldn't have even gone to overtime. Brother, then the coach came and said the team played well, where...
That's calling us fools. Do you know why he put Cebolinha at fullback? Do you know why? Is it? But do you know why he put Cebolinha at fullback? To be able to put Plata as a forward in the first half, he had to sacrifice the whole team. Because if he put Plata in the second half, he couldn't do it. If he brings Pedro in during the second half, he puts Bruno Henrique in Pedro's position, puts Samuel Lino in Cebolinha's position, which would be right, starts with Cebolinha, Samuel Lino in the second half, that would be right. It's exactly when he puts Plata as a forward, then when it gets to the second half. He planned to play all the star players except Bruno Henrique. To bring in Bruno Henrique, he must shift Cebolinha to fullback. Man, but then you say he's overcomplicating things. Then people start thinking it's bad. Then the journalists come and say, oh, there are journalists, YouTubers, whatever, who are complaining. Come on. The team started playing just 20 or 30 days ago. It's still early in the season. They're making a big fuss. They win. The guy said this. They make money doing this. Look at that son of a gun, man.
You know what the difference is? We're not sellouts. We're Flamengo. We want what's best for Flamengo. We're not sellouts. You get it? That's a huge difference. We want what's best for Flamengo.
Pilado said yesterday, even talked about Paquetá, said, are you coming here to dance or to play soccer? Damn, and you have to say it. You know, but you're not taking responsibility. Hey, Flabolado. It's 5th or 6th. I don't even know, man. And we lost both finals because of him. He didn't go up for the ball on that corner. I saw it. Bad luck. Damn, man, what's that? He was also at the Copa Sudamericana against Independiente, damn.
And then he messed up everything he tried, huh? He messed up everything he tried. Yesterday, the dribble, tried to flick the ball, messed up everything he tried. It was terrible. Another terrible match from Paquetá. Man.
240 million is a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money, and there's going to be pressure. There really is. Do you want Filipe Luís's head, or do you just want him to face reality? And that's it. Goodbye.
For me, it's goodbye, mainly because I don't think he's focused on Flamengo anymore. I think being an athlete from Madrid affected him mentally. So this possible departure from...
But to leave, he comes. It can only be someone like you, like me, or it's Leo Jardim, or it's JJ.
That's it, exactly. That's going to take Jardim there, man. Put the garden nice and neat. Put the flowers, the garden, my brother. The guy wanted a little time to rest. He's already rested.
Put him to sell. There's that thing about selling his olive oil. Put it up for sale on Flamengo's channel. Put the olive oil for sale at Flamengo's store in Gavia. Put it up for sale wherever he wants.
Jorge Jesus, we don't go because his salary is too high there.
He's staying until the middle of the year. Man, look, I honestly, man, I get sad because I really like Filipe Luís, but I started to get annoyed with him. I think, look, I'll tell you, what bothers me most about him is the press conference. It's the press conference.
He's arrogant, he's conceited, he's not humble.
Someone asks him a question, he gives a little laugh. Man, damn, that kills me, you know? So, yesterday, actually.
I caught your reporter yesterday around 10, and he asked my anarchist, what did he call Matías Gonçalves?
Why? Why? Because he said earlier at the press conference that the players who were there, he blamed the players, he put it on the players. No, why? Too many crosses, too many high balls and all. Then he said, no, it was the players who were doing it. They were doing it themselves. So he said, well, you called Matías Gonçalves anarchic. So if they're doing all that, is your team anarchic? He said, no. The team has my style. The team has my style. True, it has your style, man. The team has your style. That's it.
A team that doesn't create. A team that, man, doesn't defend. Damn, it's been years, man. What's happening with Flamengo? Because last year, the physical part, the defensive part was really good, right? The two Leos, both Leos were playing a lot, right, man? And the team used to score up front. Now they don't defend, don't attack, don't create, don't do anything. Man, what's happening with Flamengo? Also, people aren't noticing this. We're already heading into March, right? Soon it'll be the middle of the year.
Even the physical part, that's the coaching staff. That's the coaching staff. And Danilo talked about these technical problems, physical problems.
I'm heading into March, damn it. I'm heading into March.
Everything's wrong now, man. We became champions, won the Libertadores and the Brazilian Championship, and we're still the current champions. Look, no. Any rival fan would want to be in our place. Wouldn't you accept losing the Super Cup and the Recopa to win the Libertadores and a Brazilian championship? You're the current Brazilian and Libertadores champion. Any one of those losers, bums, haters, any one of those haters, losers, they wanted to be in our place so they can all go screw themselves. You get it? Yeah, they wanted to be in our place, man. They wanted to. No, but they wanted to be in our place. They wanted to be in our place. All right? So look, here's the thing. The information I have, I'm going to share it with you here. Look, I'm going to share it with you now. I'm here with the guys on video. Yeah, the people who are watching. I'm going to share it now. I'm going to read it. In the message from this source, you know my sources are right, serious. Let's go. I asked here to get accurate information on whether he would get fired or not. Okay, so I asked here, no, okay, yeah, look. I heard from two sources. There was one source that said the following, that they think there isn't really an issue with paying a big termination fee. No, the fine wouldn't be that high. To fire him, but that it has to be checked with Boto, who was the one who closed his contract. That's one source, but the other source I consulted didn't want to tell me about the contract. Okay, so this source is defending Filipe Luís. This source, you can see there's a division within the board. The board is divided. Regarding Filipe Luís, this person said that he was barely insulted. See how there are directors that he was like, that he is. Go ahead. It's.
Estádio inteiro xingou ele, o estado inteiro. Aí Filipe Luís vai tomar caju.
Yeah, it's there, yeah.
Todo mundo, eu tava lá, entrevistei a galera, inclusive tava no meu vídeo lá. Out there, everyone was happy with Filipe Luís. Everyone was pressuring him. Man, look, let me tell you something that happened to me on the subway. I was on the subway and it was crowded. The group where we get the lineup, right? When I got the lineup, I said, man, Lino, Plata, and Carrascal. Everyone on the subway was like, damn, that's it, man.
We already knew. The goal that Plata missed, man, he can't play for Flamengo anymore. Oh, he presses, he has mobility, whatever, but he doesn't, but he can't finish. Bro, he kicked it all the way to the corner flag. It was just him and the goalkeeper. Damn, Plata can't finish for you. And he could have been sent off. Again, he pushed the guy, man. He shoved the player. If it was a stricter referee, he would have sent him off. Bro, that's it. When I got on the subway.
When I mentioned the lineup, everyone was instantly disappointed, like a bucket of cold water. It felt like he wanted to lose already. Like, if I stay until mid-year and leave Flamengo on top, I'll throw half the year away as both player and coach. Might as well mess things up. Now, if I get fired, everyone forgets and they'll just remember my titles.
Yeah, that's it. It could be that too, man. But let me tell you, look, I told you that this source here, right, is saying that he was barely insulted. Look, you see how there are still people who say that, right? They said, look, saying that this source said this. Yeah, check it out. Attitude, effort, commitment, those are obligations. And yesterday, none of that was missing, damn it. Everything was missing, man, player.
Look, then he comes in. Another thing I don't get, Ayrton Lucas doesn't work. The fans don't like him. The fans have no patience with him. In 15 minutes, you're not going to do anything, man.
Why? I was wrong to say Alexandra was doing badly and should be put in, but let's go. Alexandra is doing badly. No.
Yeah.
You're right. I spaced out just now. Look, he just messaged me here. But I wouldn't fire a coach who won 6 titles. Since we're still in February, it's just 40 days less. If we could bring in a JJ or a big shot from Europe. I mean, right?
They do what they want and want to fire him.
But there's no one else to bring in. They're defending him, saying there's little time to work in 2026 and so on. So I also asked another source here if they thought he was going to get fired or not, just to be sure and all. And then this source here said that saying the team played really well is honestly absurd. Look, it already changed. Now there's another source, and this other source is already criticizing him. You can see there's division, and there are people in the leadership, in the board, who are upset because he said the team played really well. And there are people who are pissed off too. Hey, Flabolado, about that statement he made after the other game, about pampering the players, my ass. Come on, you can't criticize, you can't hold them accountable. There you go, he told me right here, look, about whether he'll be fired or not, there's no guarantee. This source here now says, look, things are heating up. Yeah, things are heating up.
The little guy is boiling.
Yeah, but there are still people defending him, right? You saw that, didn't you? There are people defending him, so...
Some defending, others.
I think he stays, okay, when it's like this, he still stays for now. And I'll tell you. If we keep going like this, we'll lose to Fluminense, okay, and we're going to get trashed, then he's going to get fired.
Fluminense is playing really well, huh? I watched Fluminense and Palmeiras, and Fluminense had a mixed team. It wasn't Fluminense's main squad.
No, Zubaldinho's work is good. Zubaldinho's work is good.
The team is well organized. If it goes,
It's not fear, it's reality. Bro, they're not playing at all. Damn it, you have to be straight up. Damn it, straight up. They're not playing at all. Damn it.
they're playing right. The team was a mess on the field. Disorganized, physical, always complaining. We're facing them next, so what's it going to be, bro?
And for me, what Mancuso said, you saw it on my page, right? Mancuso, he said that Mancuso understands. He's a locker room player, damn, and all that. An idol, damn, a midfielder, damn it, an idol. He played for Flamengo Palmeiras. He said what's happening at Flamengo is a split group, a split group. That's what he said. It's the group, it's the locker room split. It's a locker room problem. He said it clearly. That's a locker room problem. Look, it froze here, Flabolado, it froze here. Go ahead, it froze.
Repeat that. This talk that's going around that Vito's salary and Paqueta's salary are causing issues because I think Vito's salary is higher than Danilo's and Leopoldo's.
No, but Danilo, man, he's fine. Danilo's fine. The others, I really don't know. But man, let me tell you, there's also the situation with Paqueta, who just arrived, and there's also Rossi, who wants to renew his contract. Then Cebolinha goes and stirs things up in the mixed zone. Man, there's a lot of stuff wrong. Another thing, Cebolinha also, I don't want to defend Boto, because for me too, man, he has to sign players. He has to do his part there, sign players. The thing is, it's not about defending anyone but Cebolinha too. He goes to the mixed zone to say he's unhappy at Flamengo. Just leave then, man.
Look, and waiting for a moment of defeat to start airing things out, I don't think that's right either.
I don't think wrong is right.
Gabigol messed up, but he stirred things up. He was a champion, whether people liked him or not. He talked trash, but as a champion. Now talking trash after a loss, come on.
To wrap up, sending a hug and asking everyone to follow us, Flabolato 2 on Insta, on all the social networks. Now, let me say something here, Flabolato, just to finish. These people who like to say, oh, influencer, trying to stir things up to get engagement, bro, I'll even say this, the engagement actually gets worse. When Flamengo loses, nobody sees anything. So it improves a lot. They discuss other teams, then make a video mocking Flamengo, and later create another one to engage Flamengo's fans. I'm watching, they're all bums, that's it.
One guy bashes Flamengo when they're doing badly, then gives slight praise when they're doing well, and Flamengo fans end up following him. We need to stay alert. We can make mistakes too. We're not always right, but we're Flamengo, driven by passion. Sometimes in the heat of emotion, we say different things or even curse, because we're like you. We're fans, brother, you know? We're passionate about Flamengo. That's how it works.
That's it, brother. We're in this together. Thanks, guys. Thanks, brother. We're together. That's it. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell notification. Leave that cool like on the video. Thanks.